Hello everybody, it's Plus Ace here. Today I wanted to talk about The Last of Us because this game is one of my favorite PS3 games. Its sequel, Part 2, is actually coming out in May of next year. For this review, I'll be using captured gameplay of the remastered version for PS4, so I hope you enjoy. The Last of Us was officially revealed to the public at the Video Game Awards in December of 2011. It gave us a beautiful cinematic trailer with a first look at the new main characters, Joel, who is a hardened and experienced survivor of the post-apocalyptic world, and Ellie, who is a very curious teenage girl who may hold the key for the future of humanity. Together, they face hostile survivors, groups of hunters, and as well as infected, which are The Last of Us's version of zombies. I remember I was super ecstatic during the initial game reveal because I had already fallen in love with the previous Uncharted games, which are developed by the same talented studio, Naughty Dog. The Last of Us is a third-person action shooter game that brings you on a journey to escort and protect Ellie, using various forms of rifles, pistols, melee weapons, and craftable bombs. My favorite weapon being the revolver pistol. You begin the game in a quarantine militarized zone in Boston with Joel. Accepting a deal of escorting Ellie, Joel takes her to a building outside the zone, which you find that the group of fireflies who would receive Ellie there, of course, get slaughtered. That brings Joel and Ellie to head westward throughout the ruined towns and cities of the United States. They continually try to find these fireflies, who are an evolutionary militia group of people that have been working towards a cure for the spore virus. The atmosphere in The Last of Us is incredible, mostly through the fantastic dedication of detail to the environments, which keep you involved by scouring for resources so you may have enough ammo and equipment to handle whatever foes may come next. This includes a nice crafting system that is entirely reliant on how much supplies you can find. A playthrough can change drastically depending on how much you gather and craft. Another great use of world building is all the notes, diary entries, and letters that you find throughout the game that highlight the different struggles of other individuals in this cruel in-game world.
It's a bit heavy.
I think I can handle it.
All right.
In your search for supplies and collectibles, you can also obtain gears, which help you upgrade aspects of weapons you find. And you can also find pills and medicine, which help you gain permanent upgrades to Joel's skills and abilities, such as decreased weapon sway, for example, or increasing your health bar. One unique mechanic that The Last of Us features is the listening mode. It's an ability you can use anytime during combat, which lets you focus Joel's hearing. This reveals noisy movements from enemies through walls and behind obstacles, and may change your approach of wanting to be more like Solid Snake and stealth it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Or you can cowabunga like the Doom Slayer. One of my favorite things about The Last of Us is how much the game makes you care deeply about its characters. And it is thanks to its comedic but human moments, as well as realistic writing of both its story and characters. This perfect blend elevated The Last of Us to an experience for me.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
I get it.
I love The Last of Us. I'm very passionate about good storytelling, and I think that The Last of Us more than achieves that. After a couple of playthroughs, I decided to play the game on grounded mode, which is the game's hardest difficulty. I did it when I was younger, and I remember during that playthrough that I spent half of the story with little to no ammo. I would spend hours and hours getting through sections in the story where they would throw multiple levels of infected at you. That level of difficulty humbled me, and now I appreciate the millions of empty bottles and bricks scattered throughout the game. I also have the trophy to prove my worth, and I felt obligated to do it, to have something like that to display my love for the game. And if you clicked on this video wondering if you should play The Last of Us, play it. You need to play it, actually, if you enjoy storytelling in video games. There are times where the atmosphere can actually get to you and make you feel nervous playing, but it's completely worth it. Because The Last of Us is a cinematic story that stays with you long after it's over.
We clear? Why don't you try to get some sleep? All right.
I'm not even tired.